Welcome to the Scott Townsend Show, brought to you by Dietzo Man Productions.
Hey, this is Scott Townsend. Thanks for listening to the Scott Townsend Show. And today I'm doing something a little different, very different, and that is responding. I'm going to respond to Jake Frew's video that he posted on Patreon today. I'm a patron of Jake Frew. He's a video content creator, all around great guy, and I've been following him now for a couple of years at least. And so because I am a patron, I get some little extras, and so I got a little something extra today, a video that he posted with some thoughts on different things. So I thought I would just respond. He didn't ask anybody to respond, but I thought I would respond to. I mean, he didn't ask anybody to respond via video, but I thought I would. Number one, because I needed to create some podcast content, and two, just want to be a little different. So, one of his questions was, would YouTube, what was it? Thoughts on YouTube metrics. Would anybody like YouTube better if you couldn't see YouTube metrics? Like, you couldn't tell how many subscribers the person had. You couldn't see how many views the video had. So I don't know. I mean, if it's good, people will find it, tell each other about it. There's, if you really think about it, sometimes people will watch stuff that seems like a lot of other people have been watching. Other times it's kind of fun to find rare and obscure art out there that not everybody's jumped on the bandwagon with. I think back in the old, would it be better if we didn't have the metrics? So, when you look at like the Mona Lisa, the painting, the Mona Lisa, there's no viewer counts on the frame. There's no number of people who follow the Mona Lisa. It's just a painting. And because of word of mouth and people writing about it, talking about it, singing about it, making up songs about it, we're all curious as to the Mona Lisa. And there's only one place you can go to actually see it. So it's kind of rare. There's a scarcity there. So I think there's something to be said for scarcity. And in this case, if there's no metrics and I can't see how many people have watched a video, would I still watch the video? I think I would be more concerned with who I'm following. I would be more purposeful. It might be fun to go out there and just do a random dive into some, just pick random videos to watch from time to time. But, it's like kind of like TV or music. You find a genre you like, you find an artist that you like, and you kind of follow with that because that's kind of your jam. That's your bag. That's your groove. And so I think the same would hold true for videos. It's just like a TV show. There's a lot of people who liked Friends, and for good reason. It was well written, well done, good actors, good acting, funny jokes, appealed to a lot of people. And there's nothing wrong with that. Then you got other shows Like I've never watched Doctor Who, and I don't know that I want to. But there's a lot of people who like to watch Doctor Who, and they're really into it. Uh, and that's okay. That's just not. I don't even know if it's for me. I'm I'm not even curious enough to watch it. I don't know who the numbers are. I don't know how many people watch it. I don't know anything about it except for a telephone booth. That's it. So I think we curate by following a person, an artist. Like if Steven Spielberg directs a movie, makes a movie, I'm going to watch it. Doesn't matter because I'm a big Steven Spielberg fan. Jake Frew. If Jake puts out a video, I trust that he does a good job. I enjoy his content. And because I enjoy it, I go so far as to put money towards it every month. And when he posts something, I'm going to read it, watch it, and in this case, not respond to it. So, but I also know that people like lists. They like the New York Times bestseller. What's number one? What's number two? Who's the best football team? Who's the best sport? What's the best sports team? Who's the winner? Everybody wants to know, follow along. So I don't know. Hmm. Hmm. Man, I don't know about that one. Uh, I I would I would suggest, if I could and if they would, so I would suggest they try it. Okay, go ahead and try it. Don't post how many subscribers you have, and don't post how many views there are of a video, and just let word of mouth play out. Let people talk about it, and like Landman. I've not seen Landman yet, but I've seen a lot of people talk about it. Heard a lot of people talk about it. I've seen a couple of teasers. I saw Billy Bob Thornton on Joe Rogan the other day. So now my interest has been piqued. So good content will always come to the top, rise to the top. Crappy content won't. There may be some short-lived one-hit wonders out there, but you know, but those aren't the ones that we remember. Those aren't the ones that we go back to. We go back to the well where people have proven themselves to be good creators. So we find out who they are and we kind of latch onto them. So I would say, you know what, try YouTube without the numbers, without the metrics. There you go. I just kind of had to think my way through that. The other question Jake asked, wanted to ask for a response to is something about airplane etiquette. And uh, what about airplane etiquette? I have a lot of thoughts on airplane etiquette. I think what was his question? Oh, people pulling down the shade in the middle of the day, and it being dark in the airplane in the tube full of people. And why his question, his thoughts were, why wouldn't people leave the shade up so that they could look outside and enjoy the view? Because you don't get that view very often. So yeah, I'm all for shades up, except for when you're flying from south to north and the west sun, setting sun, and it's hot, and you're on the west side of the plane. You're on that side of the plane. It would, to help control the temperature inside the tube, so you're not cooking. Although they have air conditioning, it would be a good idea. And I've even heard stewardesses mention, you might pull down the shade to help control the heat in the plane because of the setting sun, all that. So I get that. But for the most part, I'm a shades up kind of guy. Other thoughts on airplane etiquette? Uh, I when I go on an airplane, I am your least concern. I want everyone to get along to get from point A to point B with as little hassle and fuss as possible. I will sit in my seat. If I'm next to the window, I'll try to scoot over as close as I can to the window so I'm not touching the person in the middle seat, if at all possible, and just stay there, uh, hands folded, like a good little boy until we land. I am not fussy about what the stewardess brings to munch on or drink. I'm not going to put my seat back. Not going to do it. It. Just because the seat can go back a few inches doesn't mean it should go back a few inches. I don't want to be getting any closer to the person behind me. And yeah, I mean, and then encroaching on their space. If the seats were a little bit farther apart, maybe, but no, not going to do that either. Oh, and getting on the plane etiquette. I think if it was Townsend Airlines, I would have everyone board from back to front. So you open the door, and the people, if your assigned seat is in the back, you go first and just go all the way down the tube and then just fill the tube up until you get to the front. Whereas with a random anything goes seating arrangement, people are picking and choosing what seat they get into, and they're backing up a little bit, then they're going forward, backing up, and then they finally get to where they think they might want to be, and now you're trying to make a judgment call because there's someone in the middle, or I don't know. So here's me. I know exactly where I'm going. I'm going all the way to the back of the plane, against the back, to the left if it's open, or to the right of the aisle. That's me. I'm not holding things up. I am going to progress until go all the way to the back and to the left or right by the window. I don't know. I'm just trying to be accommodating, helpful. We're all going to get there at the same time, whether you're sitting in front or sitting in back. It's about a few milliseconds before the people in front get there before you do. Um, so yeah, I don't like airports. I really don't like flying. I love to fly. I love to fly. It's the people that I don't enjoy being around. You know, uh, it's people that have made us get to the point where we have to be X-rayed and radared and scanned and frisked and groped. Um, Purses and bags and backpacks gone through. You got to throw away little bottles of shampoo and can't carry a pocket knife, and so stressful, just like a bunch of cows herding people through like a bunch of cattle. So if I don't have to fly, I don't. Oh, and then the delays. There's always delays. There's all kinds of delays. You're at their mercy. Whether you get there or not on time is anybody's guess. Chances are it's not going to be on time. And then when bad weather hits, you can really get screwed up. You can really, yeah, it can really foul up your schedule. So those are my thoughts. Airplane etiquette. Don't crank the seat back. Don't draw attention to yourself. Just set your butt down and scoot over, and don't try to keep the aisle seat and make people walk over you. If you get the aisle seat because it's the only seat left, then lucky you. But now it's different for me if it's first class when I've paid for a seat and it's up front. I still wouldn't mind being the last to board. I don't need to be the first person. Because here's what's weird: is if you're if you're sitting in first class, and I've sat in first class before on several occasions, they let you on first. You take your seat, and then everybody parades past you to get to the steerage section of the airplane. And they're looking at you, you're looking at them, or trying not to make eye contact, like, ooh, who are they? Ooh, who are they? That's kind of awkward. I would rather, if I'm sitting in front in first class, I would rather go on last so that all these people don't have to be walking past me to get to their seat. Let everybody get on the plane, then I can get on the plane and with no fuss, no muss. Yeah, I don't have to be walking past a ton of people. A ton of people don't have to be walking past me. There you go. So, Jake, there's my thoughts on some of the things that you brought up today. If you want to follow Jake, I'll put a link to his channel down below. If you want to be a patron of his channel, I'll have the Patreon link down below too. I highly suggest it. It's my recommendation. And for what it's worth, I've put my money where my mouth is, and I think you would enjoy the channel, and I would like to see more people. I'm sure he has a lot of fans, a lot of patrons, but he could, and we all could use more. So yeah. Anyway, thanks for listening. Sorry, long. It's kind of rambling. That's it for now. So yeah, I was going to say for Scott Townsend, but no, this is Scott Townsend. Thanks for watching, listening to the Scott Townsend Show. Have a great day. Everything's going to be all right, and we'll talk to you later.
The Scott Townsend Show is a Deetso Man production. For more episodes, visit the Scott Townsend Show YouTube channel, listen on Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen to your favorite shows.